Hey, how you doing there again, folks? You got, of course, Brandon Wenzel. Come back at you, another offering off my sampler platter. Yes, indeed, folks, sampler series videos I would do for the water. I go over there, try out food and drink items. I eat stuff, I drink stuff, then, folks, I'm going to talk about stuff. I'm going to let you know all that you need to know about, hopefully, delicious stuff that the time I'm doing this, folks, I'm not going to lie, salads on Saturdays are back. At least for one episode. But we'll get to that. Folks, it's super simple format. I'm going to go over there. I'm going to try out food and or drink items for you. Whilst I'm doing so, I'm yammering around about it for a bit. Whilst I'm doing all that, I'm inside my truck. And whilst I'm doing all that, folks, wearing grody work clothes. Typically, when I'm inside the truck and I'm wearing grody work clothes, that means I was on my way home from work and I found some shit to review for you. That is absolutely the case today. Funny thing is, I didn't actually find the thing that I was looking for. I got off of work, and I was talking with some coworkers when I was working, and I brought up Green River Soda, and they'd never heard of it. And I asked a bunch of people, and basically pretty much nobody had heard of it, except my buddy Dan, who doesn't watch my videos. Fuck you, Dan. And he'd only heard of it basically because, I went over there and I introduced it to him. So I was like, screw this, man. I'm going to go out and I'm going to get some Green River Soda. And then every place I went to was out of it, or didn't carry it anymore. And I was like, yeah. So I ended up at a place called Angelo Caputo's, which is kind of a higher end local, supermarket chain. And I've reviewed some stuff from there before. They have freshly made or pre-made sandwiches and food and stuff. And originally I was going to get some sushi, but didn't really have anything in the way of stuff that I wanted to grab. So I ended up over in their little pre-made section, and I found a salad that seemed like something I would like to try. Boom! It's Tortellini Salad, which I'm counting as a salad because there's vegetables in it. Damn it! And now, so this is actually from La Bella Romana, and I guess the way it works maybe is I don't know if they get the stuff and ship it to Caputo's or how that whole thing goes down. I'm really not sure on the ins and outs, but I have gone over there and reviewed, like I said, some stuff from them before, including some sandwiches, and I was like, screw it, man. I haven't had tortellini in forever, plus, again, it's an opportunity to get the salads on Saturday back, because everybody was missing that, which, by the way, there's an entire playlist of about, at the time I'm doing this, 4 videos. It's not a very popular series, and I keep not doing it. But we're going to get back on the saddle. And this is also going to end up on my Eating Out Illinois playlist, which is a playlist for just sort of highlighting Illinois spots. There you go. So looks like we got some tortellini. We've got some black olives, maybe some peppers, some cucumber, some onion. It looks really good. So let's get a thing for the thing, folks. Whoa, it looks like that. Ha 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 ha. And let's fork it up, Forky. Let's have ourselves some salad. And actually, this should be perfect, because, I don't want anything super heavy. I got a bunch of stuff I got to do later today. Get some tortellini. Well, you know what? We'll do the tortellini by itself, just first off. That's a nice tortellini. I can't think of the last time I've had tortellini. I know I've had it, but, yeah, it's nice. It's very tender. Almost melts in your mouth, even being pre-made. I have a lot of confidence in the Bella Romana stuff. Because, like I said, I reviewed some of their sub sandwiches, and they've always been really good. So, I know that in terms of the quality, and that seems to definitely extend to the tortellini salad here so far. Let's get some pepper. Pepper is fantastic. That pepper is really good. Very fresh. Nice and crisp. That was really good. Yeah, man, this is really tasty. I think this just works because it's such a simple thing, you got a little pasta, you got some nice fresh veg, so you get a nice mixture of, textures and flavors. Even the black olive, which I'm not a big fan of, but still, it's nice. It tastes fresh. I think it actually works really nicely with the flavor combination here, because you got a little bit of, because there's like a dressing on top. You get a little bit of almost kind of a light kind of vinegariness to it. And you get the nice kind of almost creaminess from the pasta. Very tasty. And then you just get like these nice, crisp, fresh veg. And then, you go over there and you got like, again, you got like a little black olive in there. It kind of hits you with something you're not expecting. And if you guys know, you watch my channel, like I love contrasting flavors. And I think that in this instance, this is a perfect example where there's contrast and cohesion. And nothing feels out of balance, because black olives can be very intrusive, in my opinion. But I think this, especially because of the dressing they all share, it kind of mitigates them a little bit. You're still getting that very striking olive taste, but it's not overly, it's not overly punchy. Whereas comparatively, with the other veg, it actually seems to liven them up a little bit. Yeah. This is really nice. This is honestly very exceptional. I mean, it's about $8, so it is a bit much, but, as a one-off thing here or there, I'm really enjoying this. If more salads were like this, I'd be more inclined to eat salad. Because I'm certainly not against, like, vegetables and stuff like that. It's just, you gotta find ways to make it interesting. I think with this, again, funny thing about it is it's so simple, and yet, it manages to be very inviting and very enticing with every mouthful. This is really good. I'm even going to go over there and do an onion, even though I'm not a big fan of raw onions, but even the onion, same thing. It's nice, it's crisp, it's fresh, but the salad or the dressing kind of mitigates that somewhat abrasive nature that you can get from it. It just kind of allows the freshness of the veg and the sweetness to come through. Really tasty. Really, really like this. But, two questions have to be asked. Would I get it again? Would I recommend it? I mean, I have to go with yes and yes. I think, for myself personally, again, it's about $8, so it's not a little bit. But, although in today's, economy and everything, kind of is what it is. You're getting gouged no matter where you go. But, the thing is, this is an instance where I'm willing to pay a little bit more in this instance, because it's tasty. I like all the flavors that are going on. It doesn't taste, I have to emphasize this, it doesn't taste like a pre-made meal, This is proper. Maybe it doesn't taste quite as good as like homemade, but in terms of just the freshness and the way the preparation and everything is on point, and it's really making me enjoy it in a way that I didn't think that I would to such an extent. I had confidence it would be good, but this is definitely something where, I do think I would go over there, again, not all the time, but maybe once a week or something like that. I'd like to actually tag this into my, my after-work diet, because definitely better than, just going over there and grabbing fast food and stuff like that. But that's really good, and I think if I'm recommending it, I mean, it really is a thing of, and mind you, I'm not an Italian food expert by any stretch of the imagination, so I can't tell you how perfect the tortellinis are or whatever. Like, I'm not that guy. But for me, being, a novice and being a, guy in his truck doing reviews, for me, everything about it tastes really good. And I'm sure that, again, if you're like, Captain Tortellini, it probably won't be to your high-end standards. But I think for most people, as long as you enjoy, this is one of those things, if what you see and what the ingredients that are there if those look appealing to you, I think you're really going to like this, because all of them are celebrated. None of them, like I said, it all feels in balance with the dressing that they're using, and even the dressing itself. It doesn't come off as like overly punchy or like it's trying to hide anything. It's allowing everything to just be highlighted in a cohesive way. I think it's really good. So, 5 things before I get out of here. Have yourself a great rest of your day, spectacular rest of your week, monumental rest of your month, stupendous rest of your year. Folks, go over there, yourselves a truly proper tortellini-tastic rest of your life. Maybe I'll review some like super proper tortellini. I don't know how I'll do that yet, but we'll see. Final 2 things. Number 1, try to bring some positivity into the world. It's not always possible. It is, however, always appreciated. But what you can't do all the time, I know I can't do all the time. Here's what you're going to do, folks. You're going to try not to be an asshole. Folks, not always the easiest thing in the world to not be an asshole. Trust me. I know it. I live it. I'm out there every day with you in it. Life can be stressful and frustrating and just bullshit sometimes, folks. And when we find ourselves in situations where we have to deal with said bullshit, it's important we go over there whenever possible. Take a step back. Try to mitigate the level of assholishness in our lives. Hopefully, do better for ourselves and for those around us. Very final thing, folks, do the thing. Whatever the thing is for you, that's what I want you to go out and do. Folks, here's what I want you to go out and do in this instance. What's your experience with tortellini? Is it like something that you hit up on the regular? Is it something you're really into? Are you not a fan of it? If so, why? I'd really like to know. So, please feel free to comment on that, because like I said, it's like I eat Italian food on occasion, but like pretty much the stereotypical stuff, spaghetti and what have you. So it's definitely, that's an area of food I'd really like to expand into more, because I think that obviously Italian cuisine is exceptional, but for me, it's about finding the right place to make that happen. I've had a couple instances with Italian restaurants near me that were so-so. But anyway,